This is the iPhone 17 lineup with every single color. These are the new dummies that essentially confirm the designs that we'll be seeing next month at Apple's September event. So in this video, we're gonna look closely at each one of these models and look at all the differences. But first, I wanna go through 24 new features and changes to expect. Let's get started with the iPhone 17 Air. As you can see right here, these are the 4 new colors. And as far as the first major feature and change, we have the super thin design. Take a look at how crazy thin this new Air is. The leaks and rumors point to a 5.5 millimeter thick design, which is actually thinner than the S25 Edge. For feature number 2, we're having a titanium chassis, which is gonna make it very premium and still very durable, so it's not gonna have any bend gate issues. For feature number 3, we're getting an A19 Pro chip, but it's not gonna be as powerful as the Pro chip in the Pro models. It's gonna have 1 fewer core. Feature number 4 is very exciting for the new Air. It's getting upgraded to a 6.6 inch display, which is gonna feel huge and very immersive because the standard iPhone models have always been a lot smaller, so it's gonna feel really, really nice having such a super thin iPhone, yet a massive display. Moving on to number 5, we're gonna have a single camera, which is 48 megapixels, so it's gonna do very well in terms of regular photos and videos, everything you're gonna take. However, there is a chance that Apple might surprise us with a 2-in-1 camera feature. And then for number 6, we're getting Apple's custom 5G modem, the C1, as well as Apple's brand new custom Bluetooth and Wi-Fi chip, which means we're getting insane levels of battery life savings. Next up, I wanna move over to the Pro models that we have right here. The first major feature that we're getting on the new 17 Pro is this triple 48 megapixel rear camera setup, which means we could actually see 8K video coming out, which is gonna be absolutely amazing now that you can basically switch between all 3 of these rear cameras without missing a beat. For feature number 2, it's of course this brand new camera bump redesign, which looks so much better than this previous design, but now it spans across the whole side, and in my opinion, it looks amazing. Which brings us into feature number 3, which is a brand new aluminum chassis that's made from one solid chunk of aluminum that is milled from the display side down, sort of like how they mill out MacBook designs compared to having like this glass bump, which is essentially just wasted space on the current phones. The cool thing is that that internal space that's gonna get milled out for that camera bump is actually usable. For feature number 4, we have a brand new anti-reflective display, which is now being confirmed by recent leaks and rumors, as well as the recent Apple employee out in the wild leak, which showed how much darker the display is. For feature number 5, we have, of course, the best of the best A19 Pro chip with the full 6 GPU cores, 12 gigs of RAM. It's gonna have the best Apple Intelligence performance. And finally, we have number 6 for the Pro models. We are getting a brand new MagSafe magnet array layout. I'm sure that previous MagSafe accessories will still be compatible. And with that change, they've actually moved the Apple logo down, which looks really, really weird and out of place on these new dummy models. But it's gonna look a lot better once you factor in that brand new MagSafe window. It's actually gonna be centered within the window, which will look really nice. And now let's move on to the iPhone 17. This is the regular model, and as you can see, we actually have 5 of these dummies because we are getting a little bit more in terms of the color options this year. As you can see, we have the same camera bump layout, but we actually are getting a larger 6.3 inch display coming from 6.1 on the previous iPhone 16. So it's actually gonna match the Pro models in terms of display size. For feature number 2, we are getting a new A19 chip, which we did have some leaks and rumors that pointed to it sticking to the same A18, but luckily that is not happening. So we're getting the new A19. For feature number 3, this one was a very long time in the making. We're getting 120 Hertz refresh rate on the display of the iPhone 17, but there's a chance that it will not support support ProMotion, that is gonna be static 120 Hz, which is still good, but it means we're not getting the always on display. For feature number 4, this is a huge one. The new iPhone 17 is getting upgraded to 24 megapixels on the selfie camera. Finally, a huge upgrade after so many years of 12 megapixel sensors, and this is gonna come to the entire 17 lineup. For feature number 5, we have an ultra wide camera upgrade, which we're probably following in the Pro model's footsteps. And finally, for number 6, we're getting Apple's C1 modem, which is gonna be much more efficient. And since the actual chassis isn't getting any slimmer, and it's actually getting bigger with that 6.3-inch display, we should get a relatively large battery life improvement. And finally, we have the iPhone 17 Pro Max, which leads us to feature number 1, which is the largest battery ever in an iPhone. 5,000 milliamp hours is what's rumored. For feature number 2, we're getting the 48 megapixel telephoto camera, which is a massive upgrade because right now, the current 5x lens is great, but it's limited to a 12 megapixel sensor, which kind of ruins the quality compared to a lot of other smartphones. But leading into number 3, we might potentially be getting a brand new periscope camera exclusively for the Pro Max model, which goes from 5x to 8x zoom dynamically on the fly using a new magnetic lens design. For upgrade number 4, we're rumored to get a vapor chamber cooling system that might show up in the Pro model as well, but it might be the most advanced in this Pro Max. For number 5, there's a chance that Apple might actually rebrand the Pro Max as a new Ultra phone, which has been rumored for years, and Apple might make this play just to make it sound fresh and new and different than the Pro Max, because I know if they call it an Ultra, there's gonna be so many people buying this model. And finally, for upgrade number 6, which is the 24th upgrade talked about in this video, we're expected to get faster 25-watt third-party MagSafe charging with Qi 2. And now with those features out of the way, let's take a closer look at these dummy models. You can see right here with the iPhone 17 lineup, we have a couple of new colors. Not much changes here for the regular 17 model. Now the Air, since it's coming with titanium, you can see that the saturation is a little bit lower, which is a nice piece of evidence for titanium coming. Taking a look at this, the one thing we know about this dummy model is that it is not gonna have the new MagSafe window, since look at that Apple logo, it's still centered on the phone. This might actually stick with glass on the back with a glass camera bump, whereas the Pro models, these ones are actually switching to aluminum fully all over the back other than a cutout MagSafe window. But comparing the size difference, look at the difference in thickness. I don't know if you guys can see this. Holy smokes. But the cool thing is, because the button is so kind of thick relatively to the super thin size, it's actually a lot easier to click. Dang, this new Pro model feels very chunky in my hand. Let me grab the Pro Max. Holy crap, that is thick. Jeez, these are two very thick phones. You can see how it looks right there. Let me actually pull out my 16 Pro Max, take off my Nomad leather. Dang, guys, that is noticeably thicker on the new 17 Pro Max. Holy moly. I mean, comparing the camera bumps, I mean, a lot of people say that they hate the new design of the camera bumps, but man, I think this is fresh. I think as soon as this comes out into the wild, this new camera design, people start seeing it, everyone is gonna want to upgrade because this looks so different. This copper color, holy moly, that looks good. And comparing how the Air feels in my hand, holy moly, man, that feels really, really nice. Almost feels unreal. But there you guys go. These are all of the new colors for the iPhone 17 series. And since we're only a month away, I think these are spot on in terms of the accuracy with all these color options. Let me know which feature you're most excited about down in the comment section below, and definitely subscribe above for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.